Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land, JAC, the one-man band, is back again, and you are indeed correct. This is a reaction video to something. Now, what are we reacting to? Well, there is a certain lineup of a versus battle that everyone has been asking, and it's related to Ruby. Everyone has been asking for Ruby Rose to battle Maka Albarn from Soul Eater. And they want it to happen, they want it to happen. They keep telling Death Battle to do it at Screw Attack, but the guys at the channel Animation Rewind have another versus show called Cartoon Fight Club, and they have jumped on it and they have made a Maka versus Ruby fight. Now, I'm going to be watching this for one of two reasons. One, because it's Ruby Rose, you know? I would like to see if she actually wins. And someone very close to me actually voices Ruby in this video. My girlfriend voices Ruby in this video. She told me about it, and she didn't tell me what happens in the end. I don't even know if she knows. Well, she probably does now because she watched the video. But she just sent me the link, told me to watch it, and I'm doing a reaction of it. So if you guys are curious, she does have a YouTube channel. It's going to be linked in the description. The link to this video is also going to be in the description. But enough of me rambling. Let's start with this reaction, because this video is actually kind of long. Animation Rewind. And I've watched these guys' versus battles a few times before. They're actually, they're pretty fun to watch. I mean, do I think they're perfect every single time? No, but they're still fun to watch, I think. So, looks like we just have an intro over here where it looked like some dank memes were fighting. And there it is, Cartoon Fight Club. Not much. Season 3. Alrighty. So, okay, so they're going for more quality. I watched a few videos where it was quantity, I think.
Battle between the scythe-wielding female heroes, Ruby Rose and Maka Albarn.
Albarn, but you know, whatever.
When was the last time we had a battle with two females?
I have no idea.
The last full episode included two chicks, was Yandere Chan and Kara. I believe that episode was back in March.
Wait. Did she just assume Kara's gender as a girl? And
oh, jeez. They're actually going for this.
Oh, boo.
Look. Yes, thank you. Oh, boo-hoo.
Tonight's video off topic, which is doing a bigger disservice to the audience.
Okay, come on. Let's get to the breakdown of these characters, because
let's introduce Cartoon Fight Club's next round of fighters. Let's kick things off with
okay, Ruby Rose, age 16. Yeah, she's probably 16 at this point.
Oh, come on, there's a connection.
She's got a hood.
She fights wolf-like creatures such as the Grimm. There is definitely a comparison.
Well, speaking of the Grimm, this is a good place to start this analysis. The world of Remnant is savage,
because I'm very particular on like research like this. So
huntresses to step up to the plate and put a stop to these monsters.
And to Ruby and her older half-sister Yang. After Ruby's mom, Summer Rose, was sent into a dirt nap, Ruby and Yang took on training from their Uncle Crow.
Technically, Yang went under her dad for training, but
she was such a quick learner that she became a prominent student at Beacon Academy, a school designed for teaching its
she became a prominent student at Signal Academy and then was sent to Beacon Academy. But yeah.
Known for wielding her signature Crescent Rose. This is the ultimate fusion of an all-purpose high-caliber sniper rifle and a large sight.
The Crescent Rose is loaded with 4 different types of dust ammunition. Fire dust...
Ammunition? This isn't Saints Row! It's ammunition.
Electric are all pretty self-explanatory, elementary range-based attacks. But the gravity dust is a unique technique in which Ruby uses her recoil to launch herself miles into the air for both aerial travel...
I wouldn't say miles.
Ruby is is one of the fastest characters in the entire series, as she can move far faster than the eye can perceive. She can use
Natural leader. I wouldn't. Maybe, kinda. But
mysterious Silver Eyes. This ability is still quite a mystery, but this is a legendary ability that Ruby inherited from her mother.
yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if, I mean,
Strong inner triggering to perform. It's not something Ruby can do whenever she feels. But if she gains the emotional sense to unleash the Silver Eyes, the power is unmatched. She froze and incapacitated a giant grim dragon and
incapacitated. Enunciation, my dear friend. But they're not perfect. It's fine. It's fine.
16-year-old girl, she can sometimes be quite naive, and as a human, she does have clear limitations in regard to durability and physical capability.
Overall, Ruby Rose is a prodigy when it comes to grim hunting and scythe wielding.
But not very good at fighting human opponents. That's the big thing. She hasn't really won any fight against a human opponent by herself.
Originally started out as
Maka Albarn.
being the prize daughter of Spirit Albarn. However, after she witnessed her father cheat on her mother, Maka became determined to follow in her mom's footsteps to become a Meister.
This is where Maka
Yeah.
partners up with Soul Eater in an attempt to create a death scythe that is more powerful than that of her father.
And you see, that is,
Tactician. She plays the role of brain while
and
Sid plays brain.
that's why I think Maka might have an edge in this battle, that when she's this fighting, in this fight, with Maka, it's technically two people. It's Maka and Soul.
and dangerous.
The general population of humans are extremely distrustful of witches from their previous attempts of causing destruction centuries ago.
Luckily for the general human population, they have Maka and Soul on their side, protecting them. Maka carries an anti-demon wavelength, as her soul's rhythm naturally repels evil energies.
When Soul Eater transforms
Alrighty.
into the death scythe, Maka can wield this scythe with great skill. She is on par with her mother and is a straight A student in the Death Weapon Meister Academy.
Maka possesses an extremely rare type of soul, which only 1 in 50 million people have.
One?
This is known
I
as
didn't know
the
that.
Soul type. With this, she can unlock the abilities of flight, the anti-demon wave.
Whoa.
We previously
The powers of flight. She can fly.
Maka to sense the attributes and estimated capabilities of her target.
Maka
Alrighty,
is an
so
advanced athlete,
she can pretty
a
much
skilled
power-
hand-to-hand
it's
fighter,
like scale
a
power
skilled
level.
meister, and has several degrees of armor in her arsenal.
Maka's main armor sets are the white Grigori armor and the black blood. The black blood armor.
Okay, so she has armor and hand-to-hand combat capabilities. So she kind of has a leg up on Ruby, I think.
The white Grigori armor offers very similar defensive protection, along
It's
with
just
the
dress.
ability of flight.
But then again, it's anime, so you never know.
Number 6 hunt, the letter U hunt, and the threat cut. These are serious tactical patterns of swinging the scythe, all in which Maka has mastered.
Remember, both Maka and Soul Eater are living things, and they do have limits. Maka can't carelessly whip out her scythe as if it was an intimate object. Without the assistance of
Inanimate
Soul, her
object, I think, is what they were
capabilities
going for.
diminish
But,
Her first
you know.
Krona, she not only lost, but witnessed her weapon partner badly injured. Maka also found out that Frankenstein was far out of her league and even saw his soul and became afraid of him to the point where she nearly broke down in fear. Overall, Maka is
I love Dr. Stein and Soul Eater. I've watched the anime. I haven't read the manga. The anime was fantastic. I love it.
She has plenty under her belt for a teenager.
Wait, did they discuss? Did they discuss that Maka is like half weapon, so she can go into weapon mode? Because she did that in the anime. Is that the case in the manga? I'm not. I don't know.
Animations just like the one you're about to see. With all this in mind, the circumstances are loaded up, so let's get
So
ready.
location Earth, preparation 0. Alrighty, Cartoon Fight Club. Well, we got a lot of time dedicated to this fight, it looks like. Wire torch. Yeah, because, what they actually do, they, have independent contractors create these fight scenes for them. Oh, Oh, this looks cool. This is really cool animation. Hey, what? Blast him! Dead. What? Okay, I thought she was twirling around and blocking bullets, because, like, we heard the ting, ting, ting. Okay. But no, she was just, like, unlocking her weapon. Oh, that blood, though. It almost sounded like they were gonna go into... Oh.
Hey! Those are our Keishan's souls. Stop killing them like that.
Precious souls. But whatever.
What?
Kid, put your crazy ass gun sight whatever the fuck away.
Whoa, soul! What's with the cursing?
It's no use talking to her. Soul, transform.
Wait! You don't have to fight!
Oh. I never thought of Maka as being rash like this, but, you know, it's been a while since I watched the show. Oh! Oh, jeez! Come on, Ruby! It's like, I kind of think Maka's going to win, but then it's like, my girlfriend is voicing Ruby, so I don't know who to root for. Okay. Was she one-handing that thing? Jeez. It's freaking insane. Oh, you're without your weapon, Ruby. No, Ruby doesn't have melee fighting skills. She doesn't, so I don't know about this. Like, Maka should be wiping the floor with her like she is now. Oh, there goes the speed. Oh. Okay, come on, let's get back to the scythe battle, please. Here we go. It's almost too rocky for me to really make anything out. Did Ruby just win? No! She's not dead! She's not dead! Oh! Ruby, you should always double tap. Okay, Silver Eyes have been activated. But, you know, I think Silver Eyes are only effective against the creatures of Grimm. But, I mean... Really? That's how it ends? I don't know, because, like, Maka didn't really activate any of her powers. She didn't activate...
Enjoyed that animation. Special thanks to the animator, Wire Torch, and the co-host, Little G Fresh. If you enjoyed what you saw, please check out their channels.
Wait, is that...
My channel for a number of original
So that's the end? But there's like 12 minutes left of this video. What's going on?
Special thanks to the voice actors. The voice of Ruby was played by Desty704, and the voice of
My girl.
was played by Chaotic Cody Cat. So check out all 4 of these channels. Also,
Yes, please.
that tonight's upload was
Go check out all their channels. Okay. So, I'm just gonna pause it right here and just like talk about that fight. Now, that fight was a little bit choppy, you know, and it was a little bit dark. I think it would have been better if it was better lit, but the animation I think was still pretty good for somebody just doing it for fun and, you know, maybe for a little bit of money. But, I don't honestly think Ruby should have won that fight. I think Maka should have won. Just because Maka just has a wider, like, skill set. She's done so much more. Her, you know, she has, you know, her weapon can, like, go into totally different modes. Did he mention Genie killing mode? Did he mention that? I don't know. And then they noted like she had armor sets. She had you know, melee combat, fisticuffs, you know, fighting style. But, you know, they showed that the melee combat, which Ruby doesn't really have. We've seen that. And, it just... I don't think they did the research all that well. But, I mean, it's their video. They figured out what they wanted to do. They should have consolidated an expert on Ruby, you know, if they wanted to make something like this. But, hopefully, in the future, you know, because I know a lot of other people are going to want to do this fight. They want to make a Ruby versus Maka fight. And there's probably going to be more of these kind of things coming out. But I still enjoy this channel. I still enjoy the videos that they do. Because, you know, they're fun. They're cool. And, like I said, there's going to be a link in the description taking you to this channel, this video. There's going to be a link in the description taking you to my girlfriend's channel. She voiced Ruby Rose. Remember that? It was awesome. And until next time, my friends, this has been my reaction. There wasn't really much reaction. It was more me just listening. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, of course, if you feel inclined to. Like and favorite. And I'll see you guys next time out there in YouTube land. Be a good person. Tip your waitresses. Keep moving forward. I'll see you guys next time. Sorry about this, guys. That last 12 minutes of this video is actually the post-analysis. So let's do that. Let's watch that now, okay? I'm sorry. Post-analysis. Okay. Let's go. What did I gotta say?
Now, while Ruby does win, it is super important to mention these two things. Firstly, we decided to give the technical victory for only taking out Maka. Yes, theoretically, Soul may or may not still be around, but that doesn't matter since we wanted this fight to be looked at as a one-on-one as strictly as possible. And while in its most analytical definition this is a two-on-one, we found it completely reasonable to end the fight once Ruby KO'd Maka regardless of Soul status. The second thing is that this fight was such a super close call to make, especially since not only both characters are so statistically similar, which will be discussed soon, but also because Ruby is still developing as a character, while Maka is pretty much complete. But with all this in mind, if you're willing to listen...
Like, in the future, I think Ruby could beat Maka.
Ruby is statistically the superior combatant in this theoretical battle.
Alrighty, convince me. Convince me Ruby wins.
Let's start with speed, and one of the fastest things Ruby has shown actually comes from the iconic Ruby Red trailer. In this scene, she takes out a total of 51 monsters in just 1 minute and 10 seconds. However, that 1 minute and 10 seconds is direct animation time, not plot time. For example, Flash moves much slower in direct animation time since it's impossible to animate faster than light speeds without making the video too blurry to understand. The point I'm trying to make is that in plot time, Ruby ended up finishing this battle much quicker. In the final stretch of the battle, she fires a round of bullets and then proceeds to dash alongside the bullets. She takes out 24 of the 51 total monsters in the time it took for one bullet shell to fall and hit the floor.
Okay, that's what he meant. I was gonna be like, what the heck are you talking about?
Fell from the floor, it didn't dig through the ground as if it fell miles down. The time it takes for a metal shell like this to fall 8 feet is roughly
so much math.
0.8 of 1 single second. Ruby physically fought and defeated 24 monsters in 0.8 of 1 second. Let's lowball this and forget
that seems way too overpowered.
This distance of 2,568 feet with a minimal semblance multiplier would put Ruby at roughly 6 times the speed of sound, and this is lowballing. Now let's compare this to Maka.
Okay, so Ruby can go Mach 6. Apparently.
She can easily scale to many other characters and feats. One of the fastest feats I can find that Maka could realistically scale to is when the Demon airship traveled to the moon in roughly 3 days, making the speed of this ship roughly 3,318 miles per hour. Saying Maka can travel 3,318 miles per hour is super generous, considering she completed her 100-meter dash in about 9 seconds, making her running speed peak human at 25 miles per hour. And we have seen her dodge bullets, which are twice the speed of sound, but this ship scale is even faster faster than dodging bullets at roughly 4 times the speed of sound instead of 2.
Okay, so you could go like Mach 4. So Ruby is faster, which I knew what was going to happen. Ruby's main concept is speed. Okay, but strength. I mean, both of them are...
To strength, Maka can easily scale to the strength of the werewolf character, Free. Free is strong enough
I like Free.
throw the
Free's
character
awesome.
Mosquito through a brick wall in his 200-year form. His 200-year form is twice as heavy as his 100-year form, which he states is the weight of 100 years. This is obviously an expression.
The weight of 100 years. That is... No. That's not a concept of weight. That's time, my friend.
Making the 200-year form roughly 18,000 pounds, which Free can throw and Maka can scale to. Ruby was strong enough to lift the Nevermore and carry it up a mountain, then proceeded to chop its head off. Scientists say that the anatomy of a T-Rex is closest to that of a pigeon. The only reason why...
Okay, so we're scaling Nevermore to T-Rexes.
And I think that
I see your logic, but I just don't see the connection, my friend.
Which means it is fair to say that the Nevermore should also realistically at least weigh as much as a T-Rex, making it on average 9 tons.
Yeah, but then again, it doesn't, like, need to contain all the guts and stuff that a T-Rex does. So their average strength... I would think Mako's maybe a little bit, you know, stronger, but who knows? Whoa, why are you freaking out? Why was it freaking out there? I don't know. You got the power and durability.
Category is going to be the most controversial one, especially since we don't know much about Ruby's Silver Eyes. But with that said,
like that's the thing. We don't know, like, pretty much diddly squat about her Silver Eyes. So I wouldn't have even used them in the battle.
And a free fall at roughly 580 feet. A fall of this impact has the power of 86,240 joules. Considering that
alrighty, joules, lots of joules. I like joules. Emeralds are my favorite. And I know he's talking about a form of measurement, okay? It's a joke.
Now for Ruby's own power. Her best feat does come from the Silver Eyes. Her Silver Eyes were strong enough to freeze a Grim Dragon. This can easily scale to the Grim Dragon's power, which according to Map SK is small town level with at least 1.2
Map SK? What?
Now let's break down Maka's durability and power.
I don't understand how they're coming up with these concepts of like, what's the Grim Dragon's power? We don't know! We don't!
With a blast radius of 30.5 feet. This is very similar to the Davy Crockett bomb. They share similar core
Davy Crockett bomb.
50 and 60 feet respectively.
Oh, the Davy Crockett is the hand launched nuclear warhead that they used in Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. I remember that. That's awesome. I love that game. Favorite game. Favorite game. Maybe I'll do a let's play of it at some point. Comment down below if you're still watching this video and want to see me play Metal Gear Solid 3.
Multi-city block scale. The edge and durability goes to Maka, but the edge and destruction and power goes to Ruby.
No education. Intelligence and experience. I would think Maka would have more experience. Because Maka has gone through a complete series. Ruby has only gone through part of a series, so...
Ruby would easily wipe the floor against her. However, we can't end the conversation and judge the battle like this, because for a good stretch of the fight, these two are going to start as a pair. Maka and Soul are essentially at the top of their class. Maka being a straight A student, and Maka and Soul have defeated foes such as Krona and Mosquito, who has over 800 years worth of experience. While
they're prodigies. They're like awesome.
And almost always fights as a pair. Maka fights as a solo pair far more often than Ruby fights completely on her own. Ruby almost always fights with either Team RWBY or Team RNJR. I will count Maka's duo experience.
Just say Ranger and Ruby. Jeez, come on, man.
Because of this, I'm going to give a considerable, not a huge, but a considerable intelligence and experience edge to Maka Albarn.
Yes, because Maka, you know, she's smarter, and I think she just has more experience. Ruby has always fought with more people.
Super close battle. Ruby holds 2 edges over Maka, being speed and power, and Maka holds a durability and intelligence edge. They both have equal strength. They are split 2 ways with 1 tie in strength. The best way to pick a winner at this point is to look at
to flip a coin
over each other and see who has the wider gaps. If we look at the orange,
I'm sorry, but I just don't really agree with the outcome of this fight. I think Maka should have won. I honestly do, because I don't think he brought into consideration like the whole concept of her being able to turn into a scythe and the ability for her to use enhanced versions of Soul as in scythe form to slice through things. I think they just think that they really needed to take that into consideration. If you're going to make a versus battle, take everything into consideration and don't, you know, cut corners. The Silver Eyes thing, we don't know anything about it, so we can't really scale it to anything. The whole concept of, yeah, he was able to take out a Grim Dragon I don't think that's sound evidence due to the fact that we don't even, that it was meant to kill Grim, and we don't know if it affects humans. Like, we know, oh, Cinder was hurt by Ruby. We don't know if that was by the Silver Eyes itself, or by what Ruby did when she was powered by the Silver Eyes. So, if anything, the Silver Eyes should just be a power-up rather than an attack.
Spider-Man, for example. Peter Parker isn't technically evil, but the black symbiote is, which means loud vibrating sounds.
Take that with what you may.
Just as much as it would affect Venom, Ruby's Silver Eyes should have the same effect on Black Blood, regardless of who has this Black Blood, making the winner of
Alrighty,
this battle,
so
now if you want to see a time skip rematch, all you have to do is like.
So the Silver Eyes attack Maka's Black Blood, and that's what makes it effective. That's stretching it a little thin, I think, but I do kind of see your logic. Okay, so the thing is, the big thing with these versus things is that I want people to, like, explain why. Explain why this person wins, and explain, you know, how it really happened. Explain what went down, why that person won, and I think they actually did it pretty well. Do I think that there were some holes in their logic? Yeah, I kind of do. But they actually explained things. So I'll give them that. Was it? And I think it was a pretty good video. A pretty good video was put together. It was enjoyable to watch. The animation could have been a little bit better, but then again, these people, you know, aren't professionals. They're doing it for fun, doing it for funsies. Awesome. I know that these people do a lot of battles, so if you want to see two characters duke it out, and Death Battle is just pissing you off as of late, go check these guys out, because it's gonna be fun. So anyway, as I said before, links in the description taking you to a lot of places. Like and favorite if you've enjoyed, subscribe, of course, if you feel inclined to. I'm sorry that I had to say this outro twice, but I'll see you guys next time out there in YouTube land. Be a good person, keep your waitresses, keep moving forward. I'll see you guys next time. See you then. Yeah-yo!